5 ways to get 5 leads or more in the next 24 hours. In this video, we're getting super practical with things that don't take a lot of time, money, energy, or effort to get new leads coming into your coaching business. So in the next 24 hours, you've got a ton of opportunity to make sales and drive this month forward. Furthermore, these strategies are all repeatable, so these are not just one-off strategies. These are things that you can do every week or every month or every quarter, depending upon how frequently you want to do them inside your coaching business. And if you're new here, I'm Neil Shoney Mac, and over the last 8.5 years, I've been taking hundreds of coaches to 6, multi-6, and 7 figures inside their coaching business, utilizing ads, emails, and social strategies that astronomically grow coaching businesses. Repeatable strategies that they can do frequently so that they are non-reliant on brand new strategies and things that take a lot of time inside their coaching business, and instead can have those repeatable systems that bring in coaching clients week in, week out, so that they can scale with ease. And I share those types of strategies on this channel 2 to 3 times a week. So hit subscribe, hit like, and if you're a really good human, drop a comment below, especially if you can give me feedback on what you liked or didn't like about the video, and also what you would like me to create more of in the future. But without further ado, let's dive in to the 5 strategies. Strategy number 1 is really simple. It's very direct. It's message 50 of your unconverted leads. Now, unconverted leads, in my opinion, is anybody that you've had a conversation with that has not turned into a client. At the very top end, that would be people who have booked calls with you, who attended those calls but have not become clients, right through to conversations that you've had in the DMs with people who are brand new followers, where they at least responded to you, they had that response there, and you can simply open up that conversation with them pretty seamlessly on the other side. If you want to make this really simple here, and we're making this quick, easy, and simple to implement for anybody, we're not going to go into tons of detail on how you can go onto their profile, find something to bring up in conversation. Instead, if you want to go with speed here and literally do this in the space of 5 minutes, then literally reaching out to somebody saying, hey, you just popped back into my head there, just checking in to see how you're getting on now. If you want to go a little bit more specific, if you're a weight loss coach, just seeing how you're getting on with your weight loss journey, or if you're a business coach, just seeing how you're getting on in business or how your business is going right now. Something as simple as that. Doing it for 50 people is likely to get somewhere in the region of 10 to 25 responses, especially if they're unconverted leads, people that you've spoken to in the past, and that can give you a ton of opportunity to book calls and make sales in the next few days. Strategy number 2 here is another really simple but direct strategy that you can do, which is to open up 50 conversations with people who are following you. But I'm not just going to say go into your followers here or even onto your posts. I'm actually going to get you to do something really, really creative here that works incredibly well. We very often put this as one of the weekly action builders. We have about 70 action builders that we choose from, and we add these to our coaches' game plans on a week-to-week basis. They're small things that don't take a lot of time. They're quick and easy to implement, and we cherry pick different ones for each given week for each individual coach on top of their core repeatable strategies inside their coaching business. So this action builder right here is where we let our stories go completely blank for 24 hours. So the last post that you put out, you don't have to have them blank for 24 hours. You just don't post anything after that last one for 24 hours so that your stories go blank. It typically means that if you at least wait 1 hour afterwards and you post one slide into your stories, you get disproportionate amount of reach on that story, and therefore that means that if it's something that you really want people to see, more people see it first and foremost. And second of all, it also means that if we're going to do a follow-up strategy here, you have more people that you can choose from. And so what you're going to do is you're going to let your stories go completely blank for 24 hours, and then from there you are going to drop in incredible proof. It can be sub 60-second clip of a video testimonial from a client. It could also be a screenshot message from a client that is absolutely incredible. Or indeed, you could go with abundance here. And you might have seen, and I'll get Liam to throw up on screen here, you might have seen what we do in January and February and March and April and May and June and so on and so forth. We throw into our stories a single slide that has abundance of coaches every single month hitting 6, multi-6, and 7 figures in their coaching business, basically to showcase that we have wins coming in abundance every single month. We don't have a unicorn client from 3.5 years ago that we talk about non-stop. Instead, we have these coaches hitting 6, multi-6, and 7 figures every single month of the year, and that's what we do to show abundance. That one slide can have a major impact to show that, hey, it's not a one-off and so many people who are working with you are winning. This is a great one to do with this strategy. And so that's only part one of this strategy. Going into part two of this strategy is to swipe up. So before the 24 hours are over, you can go in afterwards, you can go into the archive. Actually, in fact, one coach actually showed me that they didn't have this accessible in their archive. So do this after like 12 hours. Put this into your stories, then swipe up and you can see who has viewed your stories. And what you're realistically looking for here is not your unconverted leads, not the people that have been on calls before, not the people that have engaged with you in some sort of a way before. You're kind of looking for the people that maybe you don't recognize so much, that do look like they're within your target demographic and are clearly people who are interested in what it is that you do. Because a lot of people forget that when somebody views your stories, it's not just somebody who follows you, it's one of your most engaged followers. So it's somebody who Instagram has already recognized as one of your most engaged followers, that when they see one of your social media posts or they see that you've updated your stories, that they will click on it and open it up. Otherwise, they wouldn't be seeing your stories. Out of the 800 people that they follow, you would be number 800. But these people see you as one of the main stories that they want to open up, okay? So it's a really dynamite group of people that you can message. And you've got a second thing here, which is you know that they have just viewed proof. That puts them in a state of mind of not only being more responsive, but more likely to be up for a chat about jumping onto a call or buying your coaching program. And so swipe up, see who those people are, and you'll see right beside them, there's actually an option to, well, in some cases, an option to click through and just send them a message. So send them a message, or you can click through to their profile and send them a message that way, and just hit them with something along the lines of, thanks so much for viewing my story. I realized that we hadn't had a chat back and forth before, just checking in to see how you're getting on, or how you're getting on with your fitness journey, or how you're getting on with your business, or how you're getting on with X, Y, and Z. Okay, whatever is relevant to the thing that you help people with. Strategy number 3 here is another relatively simple one, something that you can put together in the next couple of hours here. You might even have exactly what I'm going to describe ready to rock and roll. And that is to take something that you can give away for free and post on social media about it, send an email about it, and put it into your stories. And don't just say, hey, I've got this thing and click this link and you can go through and grab it. Or if you go through and give me your name, email address, and phone number, you can grab it. This is about getting inbound DMs from your most highly engaged audience, but also people who are problem aware, solution aware, and are literally right now seeking out a solution. Now, the place where most coaches go completely wrong with this is that they go, what have I got that I can give away for free that I'm currently not utilizing? And that question usually makes coaches think about the things that people don't really want, that are just assets that are sitting in their downloads. Maybe they bought some ebooks before or whatever it may be, and they know that these are not good ones. And they're like, well, I paid for these, so I kind of want to get some use out of it. What you want here, if you want leads and you want sales, is you want something that people actually want to get their hands on, right? So we give away things like ad templates, for instance. Like if you want those, we've got a whole bunch of ad templates that we give away about once a month. If you want them, then ping me a message on Instagram at Neil Shoney Mac, and I will send you a whole bunch of ad templates, literally proven ad templates that we personally have used, our clients have personally used, ad copy, ad image templates, ready and editable on Canva. I'll give them to you completely for free. And we literally just updated these. As in, like, the link that you will get access to are not ad templates from 2.5 years ago that we're still utilizing. We literally just updated these. So if you want some ad templates to generate clients through advertising for yourself, we even give you a video at the top. It's like a 10-minute video walking through how to utilize these templates for the best results for you. I'll give those to you for free. So you want to go and find something yourself here that you have or you can create that your target demographic would need to get their hands on. That is going to dictate the outcome here. That can be the difference between complete tumbleweed when you post about this, or saying, I just got like 52 people that messaged me asking for this training. I've never had 52 people reach out to me in a single month. 52 people reached out to you in a few hours. This can happen if you share something that people really want to get their hands on. And again, this is a very, 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 very repeatable system. Not only can you release a free training, a template, a download, something that they want to get their hands on very frequently and offer it on socials, stories, and emails, but further to that, you can actually have a rotatory system here, right? So you can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different things that you can give away for free that you know your target demographic would love to get their hands on, and you can rotate them. So each week you share something different, which means that after 8 weeks, you go back to the first thing, then you go to the second thing, then you go to the third thing, and then it just becomes a rotatory system. Very, very simple, but can have a huge impact on your inbound DMs full of people who are problem aware, seeking out a solution right now. It's an incredible strategy. Okay, strategy number 4 here is to do a super spike offer. If you have been following me for any length of time, you'll know that when we created super spike offers 4 or 5 years ago, literally for a client came to me. It was our kickoff call together. I was asking him questions, just trying to get a feel for his business. He looked like he was doing amazing things online. He had a good following. He was turning up every day. He was doing video. He was very confident on video. And guess what? I even knew that he was a great coach. Somebody who I knew was actually working directly with this coach and was saying, this coach is incredible. I think he may even have said, go and work with Neil. And so I knew that this coach was not only amazing on video, showing up on socials every single day, posting every single day, he was also a dynamite coach that got amazing results for his clients. And when I went onto that kickoff call with him, I said, so tell me about the amount of leads that you're getting right now, the top ways that you generate clients. It's always a great question for us to understand the coaching business and what we don't want to mess with and what we want to amplify, and also what we want to bring in as key strategies for each individual coach. This coach said to me, I post every single day. I feel like it's really good quality content. I even get people commenting below the post. But in the entire year, I've not had a single person inbound message me, reach out to me and ask me about my coaching. And so in that very specific moment, I said to him, look, I want to get this off to the best start possible. So I'm not just going to build your game plan and tell you what to do. To kick things off in the best way possible, I'm going to create a social media post for you. I'm literally going to write a script, a long form script here, and I'm going to make it the best offer that we could possibly put out there. And let's see if we can get you 2 or 3 inbound messages to kick this thing off. I wasn't expecting any more than 2 or 3 because he had such a low success rate for 365 days. But when we put this offer out there, and it was just a social media post encouraging people to message him if they specifically want to know about his product, we ended up with something like 27 messages in the first 24 hours. He ended up making over 10K of sales directly from that social media post, and that was the birth of the Super Spike offer. Super Spike offers are simple. They are taking your core product and repositioning them as a one-time opportunity. We have about 65 of them that we have fully templated inside the private coaching. And the way that they work is that we don't have to change the time frame. We don't have to change the price. We don't have to change the deliverables. All we need to do is change the way that we position it. We've got 7 variations that we work with, and then we have all of those 65 templates within those variations. And all you need to do in the simplest way to utilize this, and this is one of the 7, is to quite simply rename the product, right? They've heard you talk about the same product, the same product, the same product, the same product. You can say, for instance, that you're looking for 5 people who want to result in the next 90 days through your one time, and then give it a new name. So for instance, if I have like the 90-day ads and funnels mastermind who want to, set up ads and install these ad systems into their coaching business that they can turn on and off like a tap through my one-time 90-day total ads accelerator challenge, right? I probably wouldn't do that. This is very off the cuff, but that would be a way to reposition it, to get those people off the fence that are like, hey, I could join the 90-day ads and funnels mastermind whenever I want. Well, if I reposition it as something that is a one-time opportunity, and the positioning of that one-time opportunity is really well done, then we can have a ton of people reaching out to us. So a super spike offer like that can be a tremendous way, not just to get 5 leads or more. You can have astronomically more than 5 leads come in, but guess what? They're not just leads and opportunities. They're literally people that are applying and wanting to know more about an opportunity to directly work with you. We've actually had a whole bunch of coaches now do over 50K, where, by the way, they haven't done 50K inside their business before. Do over 50K in the space of somewhere between 1 and 2 weeks because of the abundance of inbound messages and calls that they ended up with directly from a completely organic super spike offer. In fact, one of them also came from a mentorship where they had done, I'm looking for 5, or I'm opening up 5 new spaces and things of that nature. they gave me pushback, and I actually said to them, look, this is completely different. It might look the same on the first line, but trust me, the way that this is positioned is as a one-time opportunity. It's not opening up 5 new spaces or reopening your doors or whatever it may be. Trust me, this is different. And that was the result. I think in that case, actually, it was more like 2 or 3 weeks, but the response rate that they had was absolutely bonkers. So super spike offers are amazing, and at the simplest way to utilize this right this very second, it's that. Rename the product and position it really well. I've got loads of stuff out there about super spike offers. I think I've got a training that I can send you with some scripts and things. If you want that, send me the word super spike at Neil Shoney Mac and I'll dig it out and I'll send it across. I made it last year as a free training, but I'll go and find it and then I'll send it across to you. Okay, number 5 is to run one of 2 different types of ads. We could have called this 6 ways instead of 5 ways, and we could have done 2 ad strategies at the end to close out with, but when we look at advertising, most people look at it as there's a million moving parts and it's going to take me a lot of time to get up and running. And to be honest, there's lots of ad strategies that are absolutely dynamite for certain coaches, and they do take a lot of time to put together. In terms of, when I say a lot of time, I mean they take a few days. In terms of, they have to get this together and then this together and this together, and then they have to build it and then launch it and things like that. There's a couple of ad strategies that are exceptionally quick to get up and running, and with our track record are like out of the gates. We even say to people, you'll have your first leads within the first 24 hours, but in most cases, we're able to say you'll have your first leads within the first 2 to 3 hours of launching these. And by the way, these don't need to take more than 2 to 3 hours, absolute max, to put together. And they are, number 1 is messenger ads, and number 2 is our 3x boosted post strategy. Now, messenger ads are really, really simple. You'll notice that on your ads dashboard, it may look like messages is no longer available as an option or as an objective, but it's just hidden in a couple of different places. So typically you run it through either traffic objective and you select messages, or through engagement and you select messages as the destination. Now, messenger ads don't require a funnel. They don't require a sales page. They don't require a live immersive experience. They don't require any slides. They don't require any of those things that you might have to do with some other ad strategies out there. However, what you can do is you can get up and running with these as quickly as you can get some ad copy together and some ad images together. If you're doing the full Shoney 255 method, you're going to need 5 images and you're going to need just 2 pieces of ad copy, and then you're ready to rock and roll, and you can get these messenger ads out there and get people messaging you directly from your adverts, so that your Instagram DMs or your Facebook messages are just blowing up with people interested in working with you or getting their hands on a free training. We've got indirect messenger ads, we've got direct messenger ads. Indirect are people who are requesting a training. Direct is people interested in utilizing one of our super spike scripts that we just mentioned in number 4 that we've made compliant for adverts. In fact, one of our clients, we were doing an ad review for her, not yesterday, the day before Saturday, and she had just started running her direct messenger ads. She had got her first 2 book calls in, I think, 24 hours, and she had taken her first call. She had a 12K product, and it was a sale. First call, first sale, 12K, and it was somewhere in the region of, must have been like over 50x return, something like that. But she said she had another call in the diary where the person was absolutely buzzing to get on the call to talk about the product. And so I'm sure we'll be getting an ad update today or tomorrow to tell us how that went as well. So messenger ads can get up and running very quickly. Boosted post strategy, our 3x boosted post strategy is very, very specific. How we work with coaches is very specific. It's not just like, hey, this is how you do something, go and do it. We do, first of all, take it to the next level by every single one of our strategies, start to finish, organic, email marketing, Facebook ads, every single piece of the puzzle that can be is fully templated. However, there is one extra piece of the puzzle here that makes the 3x boosted post strategy work so well, which is that we give people feedback on all of the videos that they're going to be boosting, on who they're going to target with their videos, and how they're going to set those up. So we get them to choose the videos based upon our criteria of the ones that they should be using in week 1, and then they have to share it with us so that we can, number 1, say, is this compliant or not for ads? We have a lot of calls coming in right now from people who are in another mentorship, who have been told very recently to do boosted post ads, who have been saying that they were told to do before and after images because it, inverted commas, works best, and they ended up getting their ad account shut down. So people wanting to join us specifically to help them get ad accounts unrestricted, which is very difficult to do. You want to go with compliance first. So number one, no before and after images. You might see the odd before and after image out there. Some things get through advertising, but it doesn't mean that on day 17 of running the advertising, the account won't get shut down. So do not go non-compliant. The second thing with compliance, especially in the coaching space, is what's called specific claims. Specific claims is quite simply a very specific claim in terms of an outcome and a specific claim in terms of a time frame. You put those two things side by side together, such as losing 15 pounds in exactly 90 days, and it's too specific. Facebook say that you can't say that to the masses, okay? If you say that inside your boosted post, and you might have passively said it in a reel or a social media post that you're gonna boost, if it's in the copy or if it's in the video, then it can be non-compliant and you can have your account in jeopardy. So the very first thing that we're looking for is compliance so that we can safeguard the accounts of the coaches that we're working with. The second thing is about maximization of results. Now, when we're using a boosted post strategy, we're not just getting inbounds, right? Inbound messages and people clicking the link in your bio and booking calls with you are two amazing bonuses of this strategy. What you are getting on a daily basis here is leads from 3 different places that you can actually measure, which is people who follow you, people who comment on the posts, and people who like the post as well, who look like they may fit into your demographic. Of course, top to bottom there is how good a lead that person is. Realistically, that is, what you're looking for. But it's not just going to be what piece of creative have you chosen, and second of all, who are these pieces of creative going in front of. Those are 2 big important pieces that we work on with everybody. But another thing that we get people to do is edit the post before we put it out there. Okay, so a couple of things for you to consider is, first of all, is the copy really encouraging people to stop scrolling? Have you really optimized the hook, the first line? And then second of all, have you got a call to action that says follow for more tips, or click the link in the bio if that boosted post is about clicking the link in the bio to go and do something? Making sure that this isn't just, a hook and no call to action, because the whole purpose of boosting this is to get people to visit your profile and take those actions that we're talking about. Editing the post is really important, but then boosting it out there directly from your Instagram account. You can do it from Facebook now as well via the traffic campaign and selecting your Instagram account. That's a new update. It's not even on all accounts, but it's on about 80 to 90% of accounts now. You can do it there, but actually just boosting it from the Instagram profile can work really well, as long as you've got the right targeting, you've edited the post before boosting them, and you're putting it out in front of the right person. This is a strategy that if you've got those posts on your page right now, you already know them to be engaging posts, that it can be nothing more than making sure they're compliant, making slight tweaks to the post to make it even more successful as a advert, and then actually boosting it to the right type of person and getting it out there. This is the type of thing that you can get rocking and rolling in 30 to 60 minutes, and it can be extremely fruitful, especially if you're somebody that's got experience of opening up conversations and taking those to book calls. Okay, so I hope that this has been massively valuable to you. You've got 5 or 6 strategies there that are hyper repeatable that you can utilize every single week, bi-weekly, monthly inside your coaching business. And I would love to know down below, has this met your expectations? Has this helped you? And would you like me to create some of these videos where we go super practical with simple strategies that you can get up and running extremely quickly to generate clients? If it has, please leave a comment down below so that we know. And second of all, if you can like and subscribe so that you never miss a video and everything goes well with the YouTube algorithm, then that would be absolutely fantastic as well. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video.